welcome to Main Street Theater and Main Street at the Mic, Cabaret and Cocktails. I'm Andrew Ruthven, and I am the Associate Artistic Director here at Main Street, as well as your Director of Audience Services. And if you come to Main Street Theater often, this is usually the time that I introduce you to my little friend, the Dip Jar. And I would ask you, after seeing this performance, that if you enjoyed it enough, to please stop in the lobby and dip your credit card and quickly donate $25 to Main Street Theater. But of course, we can't do that this evening or this afternoon. So if you could, go to our website and just click on the donate button and quickly donate us $25 or anything that you can afford to help support all the great work that we're doing here all year round, especially at this difficult time. So you still have just a minute. Grab that favorite cocktail of yours and enjoy Cabaret and Cocktails. Hello again, and welcome to Cabaret and Cocktails. Just a few things to get us started this evening. We have 6 great singers from our company who will bring you some great stories and songs for this short performance. We have Cheney Moore, who you may know from Miss Bennett Christmas at Pemberley. We also have Scott Lupton, who many of you will have known from previous Cabaret and Cocktails performances, but also is well known with our Theater for Youth program. And we also have Brianna Risa, who you'll both remember from The Secretary and Native Gardens. And then 3 more singers we were going to bring to you this spring with Masterclass, which unfortunately, due to the coronavirus, was postponed into a later season. But you'll get to see those singers tonight with Amanda Carlson, Talon Stonecipher, and Chelsea Lerner. So those 6 singers will be here tonight, so please sit back and relax and enjoy Cabaret and Cocktails.
So growing up, I always had an affinity for music. I grew up listening to music. I grew up surrounded by music in church, at home. I grew up on classic rock, on country. But as I got older, I transitioned more into what I like to listen to. It was pop, it was jazz, it was R&B, it was blues music. And I actually wanted to be a studio recording artist before I found my love of musical theater. So cut to me in high school, having done all of my training in pop and contemporary music. And all through of high school, I was always kind of told, well, you're a little too pop for choral, a little too pop for musical theater, and so we're not really sure what to do with you. But I loved musical theater so much, I said, you know what, this is my dream, I'm going to continue to pursue it. Cut to college, and I'm still getting the same thing. You're a little too contemporary for musical theater. We're not sure what to do with you. Now, the only real, what we would consider today, contemporary musical that was around or had just recently come out was Wicked. And so when I was coming out of college, that's when the shows like Spring Awakening were coming up. And now today we have shows like Dear Evan Hansen and all of these other really pop-influenced shows. So this is my love letter to where musical theater and musicals came from with my contemporary take on this amazing classic. I hope you like it. Could be, who knows? There's something due any day. I will know right away, soon as it shows. And make him cannonballing down through the sky, gleaming its eye, bright as a rose. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, under a tree. I got a feeling there's a miracle due, gotta come true, coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click with a shock. Phone will jingle, door will knock. Open the latch. Something's coming, don't know when, but it's soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me. Will it be? Yes, it will. Maybe just by holding still, it'll be there. Come on, something, come on in. Don't be shy, meet a guy, pull up a chair. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach. Maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight.
There are some of you here that have had a really tough couple of months. And the days have seemed so dark, and you have felt so alone. But know that we will get past this. And the clouds will part, and there are clear days ahead. So stay hopeful, stay strong, and stay well. On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You feel part of every mountain, sea, and shore. You can hear from far and near a world you've never heard before.
Say goodbye means a lot of things to me. About a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with a autoinflammatory disorder, and it took about 15 years to finally diagnose, and leading up to that diagnosis, I had a lot of things that prevented me from doing a lot of things that I used to do, and I ended up saying goodbye to a lot of me. And this song, to me, is about saying goodbye to the girl who tells me I can't do things anymore and embracing the girl that can. I am seeing my life in a way I have not, in a way through your eyes. I see all I forgot. You created a home filled with love and respect. I abused it at times, made it hard to connect. But each piece of my life, that's been proof of regrets. And the things I can't change, I don't want to forget. Say goodbye to the girl who was scared to let go, but who's yearning to see life outside the unknown. I am destined to prove I am ready to fly. Show me how to say goodbye to the old. I made work my life, wouldn't settle for less, always fought hard to prove that I'd be the best. I closed off my heart, love could not come inside. That's the moment I felt the old me start to die. A career on the rise, no one else to protect. I started shedding my skin till there was none of me left. Say farewell to the girl who's forgotten her pride. Say hello to the girl who's rising inside. She won't hold back my life, can't sit here and repent. Show me how to say goodbye. There was a light within me, but then it started fading. I lost the someone I had always dreamed I'd be. I need to stop pretending that I can't change my ending. You'd never let my spirit die this way. Tell me who walks away when life's just beginning. Say hello to the world that I forgot was there, was a prisoner inside. Now I'm breathing the air. Yesterday's old cocoon will hatch a new butterfly. Show me how to say goodbye to the old and welcome the new.
When I was younger, my dad was in the military. Because of that, we had to move around a lot. And even when he got out, I was still really little, and he got a job offer that sent us all the way overseas. And so my entire childhood was filled with travel. We got to travel everywhere. When you're on that side of the country, it's super cheap to go just about anywhere you want to. So my mom took every opportunity to take us just about every place you could possibly imagine. So I got the travel bug from a really young age, and I discovered this song when I was making my plans to get out of El Paso, where I ended up growing up after we finally settled. And the thing about El Paso is it's not really a small town, but it has a small town mentality, and there's basically no opportunity for the arts there, and I knew that I wanted to be a singer and a performer, so I needed to get out of there. My husband had left a few months prior, so I was traveling alone. I discovered this song, and I just can't even describe how unbelievably exciting it felt to play this song in my car the day that I got it in and started heading over here to Houston. The piano part is just so good at just nailing that feeling of absolute excitement and heart palpitations, and it's why I love it so much. Nothing ever happens in Monticello, let's give a hand for the land of buried dreams. 'Cause when you hang your hat in Monticello, you end up like your dad, and it's really as sad as it seems. Carol at the diner tried to be a singer. Mark still swears he'll end up on TV. Everyone has plans for something greater, but they never leave town. They just let themselves drown. But I won't be pulled down, not me. Someday I'll pack up my things and move on, move on. One day they'll come looking for me. I'll be gone, I'll be gone. I'm gonna ditch this life and never return. And I won't look back till I finally learn how it feels to be under a limitless sky. I'm gonna kiss Indiana goodbye. I'll give my 2 weeks notice at the Rite Aid. I'll sell my baseball cards to make some cash. I'll leave a note for Mom that says, I love you. I'll be gone with no trace. I'll be out of this place in a flash. I'll start by heading west on Highway 80. Hit every steak and shake along the way. I'll drive a couple days till I end up in California and find fortune and fame, receive massive acclaim. They'll wonder how I became the toast of LA. Someday I'll pack up my things and move on, move on. One day they'll come looking for me. I'll be gone, I'll be gone. I'm gonna ditch this life and never return. And I won't look back till I finally learn how it feels to be handed my piece of the pie. I'm gonna kiss Indiana goodbye. I know this might sound crazy, but I'm not like other people. And while settling for less is fine for some, if I keep treading water here in nowhere, Indiana, I know exactly who I would become. Maybe this whole plan seems just a bit unrealistic, but I'm not saying I could leave today. I'll stay a couple years and save enough to really do this. That's when I'll see what more I can be. Someday I'll pack up my things and move on, move on. One day real soon they'll come looking for me. I'll be gone, I'll be gone. I refuse to stay and act like it's fine. You could take this life, 'cause it sure isn't mine. I can't wait around till the day that I die. I won't miss you, Indiana. I'm gonna kiss you goodbye.
You know those days where the world seems to crack open and you never see things the same way again? I still remember the sinking feeling that I had when I first moved to Houston to begin my performance career. The day that I realized that all my life I had been a big fish in a small pond, and I wasn't in Kansas anymore. The realization was a deeply humbling one, but it was one that gave me the opportunity to be able to grow in ways that I never imagined. So if that's you tonight and you're currently facing a rude awakening, please know that you're not alone, and that if you're willing to keep moving forward and to possibly face some hard truths, you will be able to come out of it the other side a much stronger and more grounded person. Until then, just breathe. This is my street, smile at the faces I know all my life. They regard me with pride. Everyone's sweet, they say you're going places. So how can I say that while I've been away, I had so much to hide? Hey guys, it's me, the biggest disappointment you know. The kid couldn't hack it, so she's back and she's walking real slow. Welcome home, just breathe. Just breathe. As the radio plays old forgotten boleros, I think of the days when the city was mine. I remember the praise, I te adoro, te quiero. The neighborhood waved and said, Nina, be brave and you're gonna be fine. So maybe it's me, but it all seemed like a lifetime ago. So what do I say to these faces that I used to know? Hey, I'm home. Hey, they're not worried about me. They are all counting on me to succeed. I am the one who made it out, the one who always made the grade. But maybe I should have just stayed home. When I was a child, I stayed wide awake, climbed to the highest place on every fire escape, restless to climb. I got every scholarship, saved every dollar, the first to go to college. How do I tell them why I'm coming back home with my eyes on the horizon? It's me and the GWB asking Nina, what'll you be? Straighten the spine, smile for the neighbors, everything's fine, everything's cool. Standard reply, lots of tests, lots of papers, smile, wave goodbye, pray to the sky. Oh God, what will my parents say? Can I go in there and say, I know I'm letting you down? Just breathe.
Phantom of the Opera was actually the very first musical I ever learned. My mother and my aunt fostered my love for musicals, and my cousin, I would go watch her perform all the time. So one day, my aunt brought me a cassette tape. I'm really showing my age right now. She brought me a cassette tape of Phantom of the Opera. And little 6-year-old Chelsea went into the backyard with her recorder and little microphone and sang Christine every single day for the next however many years. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. So Phantom of the Opera and Christine have always been a big role in my life. I actually studied opera because I thought I was going to be Christine one day. And I remember thinking, wow, wishing you were somehow here again. Boring song, I'm just going to fast forward through this. But then in early high school, my grandfather passed away. And then shortly followed with my grandmother passing away. I went back and revisited Phantom. That's how I processed feelings, was music. And I remember feeling like the world had just stopped. And all I wanted in the whole world was to be with them again. I know in these times we're all suffering and feeling that way, missing our friends, missing our family. Hopefully you haven't lost anybody close to you. But I know that this song helps me process anybody that I've lost. You were once my one companion. You were all that mattered. You were once a friend and father. Then my world was shattered. Wishing you were somehow here again. Wishing you were somehow here. Sometimes it seems if I just dreamed, somehow you would be here. Wishing I could hear your voice again, knowing that I never would. Dreaming of you won't help me to do all that you dreamed I could. Passing bells and sculpted angels, cold and monumental, seemed for you the wrong companions. You were warm and gentle. Too many years fighting back tears. Why can't the past just die? Wishing you were somehow here again, knowing we must say goodbye. Try to forgive, teach me to live, give me
This next song that I'm going to sing is one of my absolute favorites. I have gotten to do it 2 times here as a beautiful trio with 4 amazing other performers. I have done this for benefits. I have done this for the Broadway. I've done it for a multitude of companies, and this is my Cher's 4th final farewell tour until next season. So I grew up in the Disney Renaissance. I think I grew up in peak Disney time. We had The Little Mermaid. We had The Lion King, Pocahontas. And now today, kids are getting to grow up with Moana. They're getting to grow up with Frozen, and they're all so amazing. Disney has created these beautiful stories with all of this beautiful music, and so this is an homage to all of that. But more to the point, the real reason I do this song is for every little boy that will never get to be a Disney princess. I hope you enjoy it. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl, oh yeah, the girl who has everything? I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Out of the sea. Wish I be part of that world. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or whether we are white or copper skin. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountain, need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this whirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, and I'll rise like the break of dawn. Let it go, that perfect girl is gone. Here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
So I was a huge nerd in middle school and high school. What? Theater kid being a nerd. But I found my people. I never got to hang out with the cool cheerleaders. That's okay. Found my people in choir and in theater. And so when Wicked premiered on Broadway when I was a sophomore in high school, literally heard nothing but that musical over and over and over again. And everybody wanted to go ahead and just reenact the entire show back and forth. So I always heard, I want to be Elphaba, I want to be Elphaba. And I'm like, cool, I'll call Glinda. From that moment on, I learned the musical, and from that moment on, that was a dream role for me. I learned a lot about how to move through a character by learning Glinda, and it's still to this day a dream role for me that I won't necessarily get to perform anytime soon, but I get to perform a little bit here for you today with this popular song. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't? Less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys, little ways to flirt and flounce. Oh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll teach you to be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go. Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palicist or an advisor, there's nobody wiser, not when it comes to popular. I know about popular, and with an assist from me to be who you'll be, instead of dreary who you were, or there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. La, 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 la. We're gonna make you popular. When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I remember
remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular. Please, it's all about popular. It's not about aptitude, it's the way you're viewed. So it's very shrewd to be very, very popular, like me. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestinely you're gonna grin and bear it, your newfound popularity. Ah! La 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 la, you'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me.
I've been in love with this song since I picked it up in my, I was in my undergrad at the time, and I heard this song just randomly on YouTube one day, and I fell in love with it, started singing it for absolutely everything. All of my classmates were so tired of hearing it. But it, again, deals with this love that I have of travel, this weird connection that I have with it. And around the same time, I met my husband, and something just finally clicked. I didn't know that he was going to be my husband at the time, but I listened to the song soon after meeting him, and it just suddenly made so much more sense to me because I had finally found the person that I wanted to run away with. Let me catch my breath. This is really hard. If I start to look like I'm sweating, well, that's 'cause I am. I'm not good with words, but that's nothing new. Still, I have to try to explain what I want to do with you. With you. Run away with me. Let me be a ride out of town. Let me be the place that you hide. We can make our lives on the go. Run away with me. Texas in the summer is cool. We'll be on the road like Jack Kerouac. Looking back, Sam, you're ready. Let's go anywhere. Get the car packed and throw me the key. Run away with me. Sam, I know it's fast, but I'm in love with you. Sam, it's crazy, but Sam, I'm crazier for you. I have these plans, Sam, I have these plans of a house that we build on a bay when we run away. Let me be a ride out of town. Let me be the place that you hide. We can make our lives on the go. Run away with me. Alabama heat, sign me up. We'll be on the road like some country song. Won't be long, Sam, you're ready. Let's go anywhere. Get the car packed and throw me the key. Run away with me. I'm not trying to make you a wife here. I'm not trying to tie you down. I'm just saying there might be a life here, a new one, as soon as we run. Run away with me, Mississippi mud, watch me slide. We'll be on the road like Jack Kerouac, looking back. Sam, you're ready, Sam. Let me be a ride out of town. Run away with me, California dreams, here we come. Romeo is calling for Juliet. Ready, set, Sam, you're ready, let's go. Anywhere, say the word and I'm already there. Run away with me.
What baking can do is very relatable to me right now, especially with all of the things that are going on with this pandemic. A lot of artists are stuck at home, not being able to create and do the things that they love to do. And like Jenna in Waitress, she puts all of her emotions, all the things that she can't quite process into her pies. And that's what we're doing as artists right now. We're putting our heart and soul into things that aren't necessarily within our comfort zone, because we're not ready to give up. This is our dream, this is our life, this is what we love to do, and we're never gonna give up on what we love.
Make it work, make it easy, make it clever, craft it into pieces, make it sweet, crimp the edges, we'll make it sour and serve it with lemon wedges. Even doubt can be delicious, and it washes off with all the dirty dishes. When it's done, I can smile. It's on someone else's plate for a while. I'll place it on display, and then I'll slice them, serve my worries away. I can fix this, I can twist it into sugar, butter, covered pieces. Never mind what's underneath it, I have done it before. I'll bake me a door to help me get through. I'll learn that from you, Mama. It's amazing what baking can do. Make it up and surprise them. Tell them all my secrets, but disguise them so they dance on the tongues of the very people that they're secrets from. Make it soon, make it better, though better never lasts forever. I'll make it small so it fits. Even this, even now, even as the walls come tumbling down, even as I can't stop remembering how every door we ever made, we never once walked out. Something I never got the chance to ask her about. So with flour on my hands, I'll show them all how goddamn happy I am.
I can remember, I've always been a people person. I've loved going to parties, big events, going to out on Friday nights with friends. Oh, and I'm also a hugger. Physical touch is one of my love languages. When I was little, I used to get in trouble for hugging all the other kids too tightly, but all I wanted to do was let them know exactly how much I cared about them. These days, social interactions are pretty hard to come by. I don't remember the last time I saw my best friend not through a computer monitor. It's been tough, and it can be lonely, but I'm comforted by the thought that someday, hopefully very soon, we will be able to come together again. In the meantime, reach out to your extroverted friends. They're not okay, and this one's for them.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world, where children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
Thank you so much for watching Cabaret and Cocktails. Main Street Theater's mission is to create theater that challenges our audience to think and our artists to grow. Would you please consider making a donation by going to our website below and clicking on the donate button? Any amount at this time helps and helps create the great work like you saw here tonight. Now, before we leave you, we have one more number from Brianna, who's going to give you a little bit send off, and we thank you again. Cheers.
this time of the COVID-19 pandemic and quarantine, I have found that there are lots of people who have found themselves with extra time, specifically in the afternoon. And many of these people have used this time to learn a new skill or work on a project while we're stuck at home. But some of these people, and I'm not saying I'm one of these people, but some people have used this extra time to treat themselves to something a little special. Everyone's noticed the change in me, the heartening, startling change in me. No longer depressed, I'm looking my best and I'm totally in control. Though grim and obsessively sad was I, and never organically glad was I, now life is the berries and cherries invaded my bowl. My husband and the children are relieved. My girlfriends say I'm not to be believed. Oh, and my secret isn't diet, drugs, or pills. I've simply found a new routine to banish all my ills. I have my coffee in the morning, my brandy in the evening, and Arthur in the afternoon. Don't have any gray days since I've my matinee days with Arthur in the afternoon. He has a small apartment in the center of town. I'd hardly say it was posh, but I gun my Honda and I hurry on down to hear the banister squeak and the waterbed slosh, so you can keep your crystal to heat up someone's pistol, 'cause this kid's it's in tune, because she's got Arthur. That's right, I said Arthur. There's nothing like Arthur in the afternoon. I've read Shirley MacLaine, dear, but found all that a pain, dear. I'd rather have Arthur in the afternoon. They say that love is better with the stars in the sky, but not for Arthur and me. We start loving when the sun is high, from 1:45 to 2:45. So don't sit there and glower. Girl, just pick another hour for your round trip to the moon. You gotta try Arthur. He's listed as Arthur. I recommend Arthur in the afternoon. In the afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Claudia Dial.
Isn't she awesome?
Cool. Okay. Everybody ready?
you.